Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning into Natalie Levin Astrology. Fix my bra strap. I'm so happy to see you. Thank you for being here. And I think today is April 8th. I'm not actually totally sure. April 8th, 2020. And I wanted to talk. It's the first day of Passover. Passover, that was a very Philly accent. And we are still in the... Oh, first of all, please know that everything I say about the astrology right now is my seeing the astrology through the veil of my experience in this particular lifetime. If it doesn't match for you, I invite you to take what you like and leave the rest. And if you're interested in working with me, I invite you to reach out to me on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram, or I do have a website. You can reach out to me there, and we can, even if money is a challenge for you right now, reach out to me anyway, and we'll see what we can work out, because these are new times. These are new times. One of the things that I think is really interesting right now is Saturn, which is the planet of limits and stopping and boundaries, has moved into Aquarius, and he is right there at the very, very beginning. He's at 1 degree of Aquarius. And just as Saturn entered Aquarius, which is community, Aquarius is community, connection, the internet, interconnectedness, Saturn came, and then we all had to be separated from each other. So Saturn is boundaries, limits. Aquarius is community. So that is going on right now. It's the astrology doesn't have a like this is good or this is bad. It simply is. It's like Natalie has bleach blonde hair right now. Saturn is in Aquarius. Boundaries are put up around getting together with your community. It's neither good nor bad. So you get to have your experience of what it's like to not be able to be with your people. And some people might love it. I think there are a few like very introverted people who are like, this is great. I'm really enjoying myself. Personally, I am not. I am an introvert, but like not this introverted. So that's happening. And we also have this energy of the collective karma, the collective, what we are as a collective moving towards. And we have had that energy in Cancer for the past about year and a half-ish, maybe a little more. So it's been a lot of focus on the family and your roots and going and being with your family for the past about year and a half. The energy of the mother, seeking comfort. And now that energy is about to move into Gemini. And Gemini is data. Let's process data. Let's figure things out. As a collective, we're going to be moving more into, it's also very fast sharing of information, communication, and it's an air sign. Cancer is water, so we've been more as a collective having more feeling, and as we move into Gemini, my imagination is it's going to become a little more cerebral collectively. My hope is that we can stay connected to our heart and to what we feel as we move into the air sign of Gemini. Air tends to be quite intellectual and not actually embodied. So can we stay embodied? Can we remember that we actually are in this 3-dimensional world right this moment and in a physical body? And can we continue to care for our physical bodies? I personally am having trouble with that right now. The energy of death and transformation. I'm laughing because it's so intense and so strong. Souls are leaving their bodies very frequently right now. For whatever reason. It could be from the coronavirus. It could be from things that we're not hearing about. Pluto, which is death, the god of death and transformation, is separating, leaving. Well, he's staying in put. And Jupiter, which is excess, too much. I'm like feeling too much. It's expansive. It's excess. Jupiter is moving away from Pluto. So we are having this. It's like almost when you are having, you know that spring is coming, and spring, the first day of spring hits, and you have all this burst of energy, and it's so exciting, and then you still have the burst of energy. It still happens, but it sort of gets a little diffused, as the spring continues into April. That kind of energy is happening with Pluto and Jupiter met each other this past month, I think in March, at the end of March. And now they are separating. So we're having this fallout of a general death theme going on. It's a death of structure, death of government, death of our daily lives, and what we think is supposed to be is now not, it's really not ever going to be what it, astrologically, it will never be what it was before. We are entering so many new paradigms right now. One of them is Uranus and Taurus, that the last time that happened, I believe it was 84 years ago. So I'm not remembering all the different things, but we're having enormous transits that don't happen very often, and they're all happening at once. Also, we're having Neptune in Pisces, Pisces is infection. Pisces has no boundaries. So there's this energy of infection up for humanity. And in addition to the energy of actual physical infection, it's the energy of emotional infection. Pisces feels so much. It's so sensitive. It is psychic. So where are you getting psychically infected by the fear of everyone around you? And what would it be like for you to stop watching the news, turn off the TV, turn off things that are not connecting you? Actually, the energy of Neptune in Pisces is also the energy of connecting with the divine, the connecting with the fact that we are all spirits having a human experience. And for whatever reasons, our souls were like, we're going to incarnate on planet Earth in 2020 and be all together for this really wild roller coaster ride. So with that knowledge, what is it like to sit and actually connect into the memory of being in spirit forms, the memory that we are all one, the memory that we are all, even though you might not like each other, I might not like everyone here on planet Earth in our physical forms. I do really believe that when we're not in our physical forms, that we really are connected and interconnected in a way that we can't remember most of us can't remember when we're in our physical forms. I wonder how what I'm saying is landing with you. I'm phlegmy. Mucus. I think Pisces rules mucus too. So what I'm wondering is, what kind of connection do you have with what is beyond the veil? Do you pray? I didn't pray until about 12 years ago. I thought it was bullshit. And now I pray every single night, and I give thanks for whatever, and I thank all the aliens and goddesses, gods, and Jesus, Mary, Joseph. I thank everything. If you don't pray, is there some sort of nature that you feel is representative of something that is greater than your understanding of this three-dimensional existence? Because it's at this time, with all of the Pluto energy, we're having a Pluto transit as a collective. It's at this time that it is very important to be connected to what is beyond the veil, what we can't see. And our little minds can't possibly fathom what is beyond the veil, but our spirits can understand. I hope this was helpful. Again, if this touches you in any way, I invite you to like or subscribe or share this video. And if you feel like you want to work with me, reach out to me, and I'm really rooting for you. And I thank you so much for choosing to incarnate with me at this time. Thank you so much. And I hope you have a lovely day.